Hello everybody, and welcome back. Thanks for joining me, I'm Christo. This is the wonderful Europa Universalis 5. Our England edited campaign continues. We got negative stability. I didn't know that was a thing. We got incredibly disloyal yeomanry. We're not going to be able to call a parliament, which would help fix it for years. So that's not great. But we do have, I think, ticking towards... No, nearly ticking towards centralization, which is going to be really nice when we can get that. But for now, not quite yet. We are ticking towards free subjects. Nicely, though, 25 towards that, or we'll be able to get to 25 towards that, which is nice. That should cheer up the peasants some. And yes, potentially war with war with France is on the table. They got excommunicated, which is certainly a good cause for war in my book. The problem is, how many levies can they raise? It thinks they can raise 1,600 in levies, and I can raise 150. But that's obviously wildly wrong. I think we can't go to war right now. I don't know why our levies are so low. Because, yes, the Black Death, which also is worth noting. We lost 2 million people in the Black Death, which is insane. Is there anything I can like get out of this? Oh, there's more things down here. Yeah. This lowers our gives more clergy power, but makes the peasants happier, lowers disease resistance, but that's fine. We just need the stability because we don't care about our disease resistance anymore. No point repealing this. Why can't I do this? I guess you can only do one of the two. Find the culprits wouldn't have been helpful, would it? No. We were in hiding, but I guess we're not anymore. I don't really know when that happened. But yes, our initial king and his son and his... No, our initial king and his son both died during that crisis. And I can't give this guy... He's got a balanced education, and I can't select him. Because he's not in my country. And it's not CK3, so I can't, like, invite him to court. Alright, I think we have to annex Lancaster just so we can educate our son. Which is a funny sentence, but kind of an annoying state of affairs. So, yeah. Also, why annex them when I could just, like, seize all their land? Can I do that? Can I seize territory? I can't seize Lancaster. I can't just seize my son back. But presumably it would make it easier to integrate them if I seized land, but then we wouldn't get cores on it, would be my assumption. Well, yeah, let's annex this vassal, which is going to make our other vassals a bit mad. But let's annex Lancaster so that we can educate our son. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. We're working on cracking down on the yeomans as best we can. Gearing up for a potential war with France. But yeah, why are our levies so low? So Middlesex, there is no... Oh! It's going to be because of these guys' loyalty, isn't it? Yeah. Because it's below 25, you cannot raise army levies or navy levies from this estate. Okay, that makes sense. Fine. Well, we'll just wait then. We'll just wait, and then we should be able to get that back. And the lords, are they below 50 again? Oh, they are actually let it go a bit too low. My bad. Financial situation is a little dire. Black Death basically bankrupted us. So that's not good. So we need to actually create this CB for the excommunicated ruler, right? Which we can't do because we don't have a diplomat. And they're not excommunicated. No, they were. A moment ago, they were. Damn it. Damn it. That's unfortunate. He was excommunicated just a second ago. Is like one of their vassals excommunicated or something? Ah, that's really unfortunate. Also, all their vassals are mad loyal for some reason. They were not earlier. That's not ideal. Stop spying on the Pale. We've too many men have died for us to be worrying about starting new wars, I think. Right, now we need to get some of our crown people back in charge of these armies. Have we got any at the moment? They all died. Now we've got this guy, John. No, he's in the cabinet, so we can't use him. Okay, well, hopefully some other members of the family are alive, and we'll be able to appoint them soon. But it's a tough time. It's a tough time to be the Kingdom of England right now. Oh, it seems bad. So France... Oh, pause. France has declared war on us. Okay. Is Castile in the war? Not yet. They are... They do have a choice. Like, they're called, but not forced into the war. France has declared war for what? Take capital, Middlesex. Well, you're not going to manage that. So that's good. What is it? Oh, this is the coalition war. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What kind of war goal does that give? Conquer cost for us plus 150%. Damn, that's actually kind of smart. I mean, we can take money off him, which would be good. What's the strat here? The question is, do I fight on the continent? I honestly think the answer might be no. Especially, in fact, sorry, no, right now we absolutely can't. I made a critical error getting rid of that yeomanry thing because we have no ship levies to raise. So we absolutely can't fight on the continent. The only question is, can I hold the channel? And the French vassals are all loyal right now. So the answer to that is probably no, because the Flanders subject fleets are going to be huge. Can I say, hey, attach to this? Yeah. Everyone, subjects, come attach to my fleet with your fleets. I can say, take a supportive stance. Meath. Pale is the only other one who has any ships. Come attach to my fleet. They're going to siege us over here. Oh, that's such a blunder. By throwing away all that yeoman loyalty. There's no way for me to get it back fast. We get a lucky event. But I think, even if they occupy all of this, I bet that's 10% war score. Also, if we raise these levies, they'll be like gods compared to the French troops, right? Because they're all just noble levies, basically. Which I assume are better. I'm pretty sure they're better. Well... yeah, I mean, this is a problem. With all of Aquitaine occupied, do I have to call them in? Did they decline? We don't appear to have, like, a negative opinion, but I don't think... do I have opinions of other countries? I'm not sure I do. They're in a defensive pact with me. It's possible defense. Members can be called to join defensive wars. No, so I should be able to call them. So because it's not automatic. One of the other laws here is automatic defense, automatically called to join defensive wars. So hey, Castile. I don't use favors. No, I think that's just something I can use on anyone with a relationship with us. Yes. So where's the call to war button then, game? Start a new coalition target, isolate from allies. I'm not seeing it. Ho hum. Well, that's a problem. That was my backup. Well, we'll see what we can do about this. Just fighting, I guess. Okay, here they are. They're trying to cross. They do have a lot of ships, but I think ours are... the fact that we have galleys and they just have these fishing boat transport ships. Why can't I select this fleet, by the way? I guess you can't select enemy fleets. But yeah, they have transports, and I'm pretty sure they're fishing ships. Which means I'm hopeful that we just melt them. Yeah, we melt them. Okay, good. Good. Okay, give me a commander, though. It's not Count Chickens. We don't have anyone who... Someone who's not a noble would be good, but unfortunately there's no good option, so sure. Someone with a naval maintenance reduction. Seems good. We win the first battle of the war. No, we don't. Aquitaine has already lost some, it looks like. Understandable. Understandable. We hang out in Dover. We wait for them to come out and try and land ships. And then we smash them. And I'll do that as many times as you need me to, Flanders. They're going to keep doing it, apparently. I'll do it until you have no ships. And then maybe as soon as these guys come loyal, we're in good shape. But basically, we want to do... I'm hoping that we can get enough war score from naval battles and ticking war score, because we already have ticking war score in our favor, that we can get war reparations from them again. Because without war reparations, our economy is in much tougher shape. I saw an enemy fleet. Pursue it. Okay, bye, and stay with me here. Agreeing with the peasants that the Pope is being controlled by cultural minorities and that they are in fact responsible for the Black Death. At the end of this month, the English yeomanry should no longer be in revolt right now, which means we have levies again. Okay, so we could raise 40,000 levies and go and fight their 80,000 troops on the continents. And we might even win, to be honest. But the levy sizes are still... they're not actually diminished by the loyalty. Interesting. But that doesn't seem like a favorable fight. So I think right now, I think we don't fight until we have full ticking war score. And when we have full ticking war score, we raise up the levies, we go in quick, we go in hard, we smash them a bit, and then that lets us sign a relatively favorable peace deal. But when we're making out like of this like a bandit, maintain the damn navy. Every time you reload save, or just every so often, it turns down your naval maintenance, and your army maintenance, which is a little frustrating. But oh well. And if we can get another parliament, in 3 years we can have a parliament, and the parliament can say, look, we've hidden like cowards on our side of the channel for too long, raise the levies and smash them. Give me the plus 25%. Then we roam in, wreck shit, take names. That's the plan. I'm getting so many events about spread rumors about minorities. Sure. It gives me stability, man. What can I say? We've killed a lot of French troops in the channel, by the way. Excuse me. Don't accidentally unpause Northern Line on the other screen. We've killed a lot of French troops in the channel during this war so far. It's been... okay, we didn't get any that time because they fled too quickly, but it's been a good time to be in the Royal Navy. We've been increasing the size of the Navy as well. So my intention is, we just keep fighting them until we get them beaten down here. We also... Our levies consist of peasants, right? And we're getting war bows. But we actually are on track to invent a new type of levy. Now, they're called peasant levy. And you have to imagine peasant levies are not that good. But it says 2% of valid pops will be raised as a peasant levy. Actually, I should have checked. Is this any better? Yeah, they're not better. They use twice as much food for no benefit. They're also more expensive by quite a bit. So maybe just because we have war bows, where we kind of already outshine these. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe they raise a larger portion. But if we look at the queue here and we go levy, the old ones here, footman levy, 5% of valid pops will be raised as footman levy. So maybe this will raise an additional 2% of the pops. That's my guess. My guess is that we will raise an additional 2% as peasant levy. If not, it's just a downgrade. And surely it's not a downgrade, even though as England we have this unique tech, which is probably called longbow. It's not. Hang on, let me find it. Here it is. It's right there, in fact. It's called warbows. So it unlocks warbow army levies. 3% of valid pops will be raised as warbows and unlocks the yeoman estate privilege. But does that mean that we actually have a levy that's smaller than if we were using the footman levy? Because the way this is working is definitely not that we're raising 5% of the pops as footman levy and 3% as warbows. We're raising practically 100% as warbows. Like all of these are warbows. And then a tiny bit of these basically non-peasants get raised as feudal levies. So I guess we'll upgrade feudal levies to peasant levies. No, because these are also worse. Like this is better than the peasant levy tech. Okay, I don't know what the point of that tech is. Are they even better than the basic levy stats? Like not the warbow levies, but the basic levies. The footman levy. No. These are better. Although, why can't I hover over this stat? Yeah, no, these are better. Okay, I'm a bit lost. I'm gonna ask on the Discord. These seem just strictly worse. Ooh, nice. We got a dock early by event. Where would we like it? Ooh. Interesting. Southampton, Portsmouth, Rochester. Well, Portsmouth of those ones. Where even is Rochester? It's embarrassing. I don't know where Rochester is. I really like this highlighting of the names when you move the cursor, by the way. I think that's quite cool. I hope it's optional, but I think it's cool. Where the heck is Rochester? Oh, right here. Okay, no, definitely not there. So yeah, we'll put that in Portsmouth. Build a dock there. Nice! So that's going to get more control down in the south. Excellent. Okay, so through use of the console, I have worked it out. It's just bugs. I've reported it. Hopefully it'll get fixed. Oh well. If we, as England, unlock peasant levy, then we get 2% of our valid pops, which is peasants, raised as peasant levy, who have these stats. But right now, we have warbows, which is here. We get 3% of our valid pops raised as warbows. Warbows have identical stats, but they take less food, half as much food. So if you take that, your levy gets 50%, well, 33% smaller. So if you're England, don't take this tech. It's literally a trap. If you don't have this tech, if you're not England, what you do is you upgrade from basic levy, called feudal levy, to peasant levy. And the only difference is that feudal levy has a 10% strength damage debuff, and these eat twice as much. That's the only difference. They should just make this tech give you 10% more strength damage. This is way overcomplicated. Oh well. So I won't beeline straight for that. Instead, maybe I will go for going for local nobility. How do I don't think there is a way to say, bring this to the front of the queue. I guess I just cancel this one. 2.5% more nobility loyalty allows me to tax them more, is the reason I'm doing that. The other thing I should do, perhaps, is maybe I should lower the tax on the lords. We haven't got enough money to do this right now. Once we have more money, what I'm going to do is lower the tax on the lords so they have a resting of like 60%, and then we can start working on giving the yeomen more privileges and the burghers more privileges, which won't put them below 50. I think that's probably a good approach. Oh, there's a little line which shows you how long there is left in the regency. What a nice little UI feature. Very cool. Okay, so we're going to go local nobility, give us some more loyalty. Then expected cost of court seems good. And then proximity cost. Ooh, proximity cost minus 2.5%. That's actually #1 priority. So get me that. Then give me the nobility loyalty. Then give me the cost of court. That seems good. And the army morale as well, actually. Yeah, you know what? Give me the army morale. No, cancel this. Give me the army morale. Then give me the infrastructure cost. Then get me this. Then give me this. Good. Castile just lost a 1v1 war with Navarra. And lost this province. What are you doing, Castile? That is embarrassing. That is deeply, deeply embarrassing. How did you manage that? Oh, use favors to call to war. Yes. Yes. We're going to wait a bit longer, but that's going to be good. Well, I say it's going to be good. Maybe they're actually trash. It'll just give them something else to siege. But if it gives them that to siege, and meanwhile I come in and siege the capital, we're going to do that when we're ready to cross over. Oh, excuse me, Jersey's fallen? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. None of that. Got you, bitch. Excuse me. That's a bit rude, but anyway. We got them. Knocked out 3 of their ships. Spy defections. It's not good. We haven't got the money for that. Oh, yes, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this before and after the port gets finished building, because I am excited to see it improve as we build the new port. Let's get that screenshotted. Nice. Ooh, apparently now we satisfy the conditions to request a war entry. Okay, interesting. Hey, Aragon. It went really well for you last time. You want to join this war? It's going to cost me 10 legitimacy, which is painful. So when we go to war, when we decide, you know, it's time to turn this stuff around, I guess what we do is we call in Castile with favors, and then we say, hey, Bohemia, want to come fight with us? Because Bohemia is rich. Allegedly, they've got a tiny army, but this number here just seems completely inaccurate. Maybe it's in the ledger. Wars. I guess I can just look at their population, right? Because their levy is basically just 2% of their population. So we should just recruit whoever has the highest population. The problem is that we can't get very much in this phase of the war because there's this extra cost. You know what we could do, though? We could do something like liberate Brittany. Let's have a look at this peace deal. Not those. Liberate countries. Right, yeah, no. Liberating from France. That's the ticket. Just free Toulouse. And Champagne. Oh, that would screw them over so badly. That's 105, though. But, you know, something like that, right? Where we just break some stuff and then... can't really afford many of these. Yeah, Artois. Liberate Artois, because Artois is right now the person we need to get to improve our Picardy relations with. So we liberate Artois and Toulouse. This could be the ticket. Oh, maybe Toulouse is too expensive. And we kind of want Toulouse to be in the France that we end up subjugating. We can't personal union them, right? No. That's a shame. I really would like the war reps again. So I think we free Artois. How about Flanders? Can we free Flanders? That would be very expensive, surely. Flanders is pretty populous. Yeah, 140. Not going to happen. Normandy, also very expensive. So we're not going to be able to get much out of them. Maybe we just take money. I mean, just putting them in debt. Giving them your money. Liberate this land. Don't take any land so we're not causing any, you know, aggressive expansion. Because it does cause... Oh, it's only 5. But yeah, we'd like to not keep upping our aggressive expansion. Yeah, that seems kind of good. Does this affect when the truces till, by the way? I think the truces might just be flat 10 years. I think that's what we're looking for. And yeah, well, Bohemia, they probably won't get military access, will they? So we should call in Aragon as well as Castile. That'll give them more firepower on that front. But I'm waiting for the... what's the word I'm looking for? Parliament. I'm waiting for the Parliament. And given that we are waiting for the Parliament, maybe we should lower taxes on the nobility a bit. because we might need to annoy the nobility to get this through Parliament. Oh, nice. Okay, so Lancaster has been annexed, which I think means, bizarrely, that I can now educate this guy. No, he's heir to the county of Berg. Right, because I married someone to the Berg lady, didn't I? So he's over in freaking Berg. Buddy, you're the heir to England. Get in the proper country so I can educate you. He sucks. At least he's getting some stuff. Oh, it's annoying. He sucks, man. He sucks. So we're going to get a P with Berg. That's interesting. And yes, Brittany, don't land your 200 men. By the way, look at the casualties in this war, which is going in our favor. It looks like ticking can go up to 25 like it used to. I thought it went for 12.5 for some reason, but they've lost 30,000 men. And yeah, look at what battles they've lost them in. That's so funny. The Battle of Lyme Bay, Strait of Dover, Gulf Bay, Sisters Bay. Okay. We can call a parliament. We're going to do it in London so that we move towards centralization. We will fund farming estates. Seems fine. So that gives us a big buff. Or promote integration progress. Yes. Yes, 20% faster integration. Sounds good. They're both good. Some prosperity. I think integration will be useful, so we can get all these bits integrated. And 58% base success chance, meaning 74% base. And we can do a serfdom movement, which just means 5 movement towards serfdom. That's fine. We'll get that back in 25 months. That's fine. So we go larger levies. That takes away 50%. We go serfdom movement. Bang, 60%. And we'd like to also do law change, but I don't think it's possible because I really don't want to annoy. Well, we'd have to do this. Oh, go on, let's push it. This is going to lower the yeoman again, and then we're going to have to do something else. It's not doable. It's not doable. We'd have to do this, which takes us down to 30. And then do like multiple of these. So we're just gonna go with the larger levies. That's fine. But so our levies should maybe next month increase. No, that's already with the increase. We got an extra 3,000 levies out of that. Let's wait till next month just in case it's not updated yet. But then it's time to go to war. And yeah, promote integration is a perfectly good one to get. But we really need the yeoman people to not rise up, because as you can see, they will take the whole country with them if they do. So that would be bad. Also, I'm building a series of bridges along the Thames, which will better allow us to communicate and connect. You can see our connection is already getting way further down here since we built our road network over here. Up to 27 there. That's pretty good. It's a lot better than it was, certainly. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so next month, the levies. That's more like it. Yeah. Oh, France. Oh, France, you're in trouble. And we'll be able to raise the levies from here once we take the land, I imagine. Maintain the army, raise the levies. We're going to war, baby. Hey, Castile. You want in on this? I know you do. Yes. Castile's in. Request war entry. Crown of Aragon. And did they join? Does it not even tell me? Wow, look at that relative strength. Why is that? It's just, it's because of our actual army size rather than. So Aragon, did you join the war? Oh, I don't think they did. That's a shame. That cost me 10 legitimacy. They didn't even do it? Outrageous. But look at the size of the Castilian fleets that we suddenly have on our side. These aren't levied nonsense or nothing. Glorious. Glorious. Prepare to invade. What's this region called? I think I'm going to call it the Picard region, but prepare to invade Picard. And we have the ticking war score already giving us a nice little advantage at the beginning here. Oh, France. I bet they'd take a peace deal right now. Clear peace deal. They wouldn't, actually. Fair enough. They've still got some more enthusiasm, but they won't soon. Oh, they won't soon. Castile, I wonder how many levies Castile is going to raise. Hopefully some. They did lose to Navarra, so let's not get too cocky here. But there we go. Levy the men. To London with you. From here we launch our attack. They thought we were beaten. They thought we had abandoned our dreams of control over the continent. Oh, but they were mistaken. 3 armies, 20,000 strong apiece, each led by a mighty general, rained down on Calais. Not to be deterred, their allies to the south, who have raised a mighty force to aid them of 1,000 troops. And the game not crashing. Jolly good. We'll defend them. Meanwhile, we roar in. Last little bits of levy can gather up here. Or you guys go to Dover. You guys come over. Oh, it's glorious. Liberate the lands. Oh, yes. Oh, hello, French Navy. Just sent packing by the Castilians down here, I suspect. They're all away sieging Castile. Meanwhile, here we go. Here we are. Hello, can I catch you? I can't quite. Let's get these places sieged down. We can focus on province capitals. Would be wise. We are going to try and get these sieges back, I think, because we're going to need this siege, I assume, to liberate the province. You can't walk there? Oh yeah, you can go via the boats. That's fine. Need to get this siege so we can actually get some food supplies. Have you got food here? No. Okay, that's not good. But once we have Abbeville, we should be able to get food through here, I think. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Once we take that... Yes, we're now getting food from Abbeville. Nice. Are you my administrative ruler? 60, yes. 60, I think, is our admin general. I know it's not that high on that. Oh, you got a trait for that victory as well. Glorious. And yeah, they'll go down here and fight Castile. Castile really... they really haven't got many troops. But if they can keep these armies busy, we can do a push through the north. Excellent. From your perspective, the push will continue immediately. From mine, tomorrow. This could be dangerous. They're advancing in here, and they're going to be there 2 days before us. 2 days and an hour. That's not great. That's not great. Let's balance out these flanks. Should do that with all my armies, really. I don't like my odds. Before we reinforced, it said they were going to come in first. Their commander is better. How's this commander? He's a good commander. God, they move so fast from some provinces. We outnumber them, though. They failed to reinforce on the left flank in skirmish phase. Are there phases? I think there are phases, but the phases are kind of dynamic. What are our relative stats, by the way? They have more discipline because they've got primacy of the nobility active. Okay, they've got a bit more tactics because they have a tactical genius in charge. We have a little bit more morale. Looks like it's going pretty well for us, honestly. Yep. Get wrecked, France. Nice. 1.2 to 5,000 casualties. And those are proper French casualties, not just one of their subjects that we were massacring in the previous war. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. They would now take peace, by the way. Oh. They won't? They would a second ago. Interesting. You what? How did they get there? 9,000 French troops in the north of England. Okay. Well, we'll go deal with them. I haven't tried boat bombing yet. Ah, it looks like I'm not allowed to. I can't move straight into... I can't move into any of these. Hang on, what's going on? Where'd my fleet go? What? Oh, it's... What the heck? Where's my fleet? Okay, it is here. Go to Carlisle. Is it on its way to Carlisle? I think it is, yes. Okay. I haven't tried boat bombing yet. Really hope they don't win this siege. Looks like we're going to get there in time. And now the fleet does exist on the map again. So yeah, I don't know how much of a bad idea boat bombing them would be. Interesting that we don't seem to lose morale when moving, like you do when marching, when on a boat. So that's interesting. Can we boat bomb? Sorry, that's the army. Navy. Looks like we can boat bomb them. I wonder if that'll give me a -2 penalty. Does that even... Do dice roll penalties, are they even a thing? I haven't really paid much attention. Let's have a look here. We have our roll. Total terrain leader modifier 0. Nice. Surely there's a better way to show that than in this tooltip. Maybe it would be shown somewhere here. There should definitely... Yeah, there's a few things that are in tooltips that shouldn't be, but that's not an easy fight, but I very much suspect we're going to be able to stack wipe this army, because we're just going to hop back on the boat and follow them south, and we're going to be able to move a lot faster than they are. The only reason I noticed this siege, by the way, is because I noticed we had these levies that we hadn't brought south, so that's good timing. We have this, by the way, because we actually can raise more army levies. Right, yeah, from this area. Ha ha ha. No, don't disband all levies. Raise all levies. Nice. Because, of course, we've liberated this area, and the people there are keen to fight against their vile oppressors of France, who had them under occupation for so many years. I don't know where they're being taken, so let's just hop to Chester and hang out here until they show up somewhere. They're not... They shattered retreated... They're no longer shattered retreating. This is the problem with this new thing. What province are you in? This army will arrive in Carlisle in 3 days. They're walking quite clearly out of Carlisle. Okay, well, that's weird, and I've reported the bug, but not a big deal. We'll meet you in Carlisle. I keep saying Frenchies, by the way. I don't know if I need to clarify this, but it's a term of endearment. I hope that's not coming across too negatively. All right. And yes, we arrive in Carlisle first, and they're already movement locked. Oh, you poor souls. Welcome back to Carlisle. We're very happy to receive you. It feels like armies break immediately. Like there's no pursuit phase. Is that... Let's see. Let's just test that out here. And yeah, because they have nowhere to retreat to, so they're just breaking in one direction. They'll be here on the 29th. Let's keep an eye on this front, though. Yeah, glad I did. Flanders arrived. And by taking this province, they will actually cut off food supply. So I'm very glad I checked. We will leave behind some men and go beat them up. Oh. The men we left behind... Hang on, the game is paused, but I moved them off and then put them back again and the siege isn't ongoing? Didn't we read... There's only 9 people in this fort? Okay, hang on. Forget this. Just assault the fort. Surely with 9 men, we have a chance of winning. I'm going to save, because, I mean, come on. If that doesn't work, it's nonsense. Alright, assault the fort. Okay, good. We did win, and we didn't lose very many men, which is, I would say, appropriate. So now we take that fight. And yeah, I'm curious to see... Yeah, I fell to them, but we're still going to catch them. I'm curious to see if there is any phases where we can kind of inflict harm on these guys. Because right now, is this unit taking damage right now while it's in the back row? It's not, is it? Okay, but we did still overrun them. So I guess the idea is you can't attack them while they're broken, but you can just overrun. Makes sense. Okay, so looking towards a peace deal here. I think we can do it without even needing to siege Paris. What we want is, we want, where's it gone? War reps. We want a liberation of Artois. Because, I mean, variously, this guy and this guy are showing up as the leader of this culture. In fact, yeah, I mean to ask about this. Dominant, apparently the bishopric is dominant. The country that has the most population is the dominant country of a culture. Wrong. Because right now there's 88,000 in Artois. Now, Artois is Picard. So, I don't know. Either way, I think liberating Artois is probably sensible. It costs quite a lot of war score, but I think it's worth doing. And then we take all this money. Oh, they're not willing to do it. They were willing to take this treaty a second ago. Why is that? I don't know. Well, okay, we'll siege them a little bit more. No worries. There we go. And maybe we'll take just a whiff-thin bit of land, which gives us 89 war score, just a little bit of aggressive expansion. Should be good. Revoke the vassal, and also, crucially, something I forgot when I was talking about it just now, we are going to take over the market center. It's going to move the market center to Ames. Now, I think that's going to be really good for us and really bad for France, because I've been looking at this and talking to people about it on the Discord. Thank you, Generalist Gaming and Bittersteel. Been very, very helpful. When you make a new market center, it actually costs a lot of money. I didn't realize. And the AI is apparently not very... They're quite reluctant to do that. So by creating a new market here, we will really, really damage France. Because right now, if we look at the Paris market, this market value has a huge, huge value to this market. And we're basically going to steal a lot of that value and be able to extract it ourselves. And not only extract it ourselves, but also deny it France, which is part of why we're taking these war reps. It's part of why we're taking money. Boom. And now if we take a look at the market screen, all of that is now in the French market, sorry, in the Ames market. Now, because Ames is, you know, not as centrally located, I imagine what will happen is some of it will go to the Cologne market, some of it will go to the Nuremberg market, some of it will go to the Bordeaux market, but Bordeaux is also under our control, so that's fine. And we will start making bank, because we're now going to start getting, well, okay, not exactly bank so far, but we should, well, that's trade income, not income from, where's my income from trade? Like this is stuff that we're directly selling, but also shouldn't we be getting some money from the trade center itself? Show hidden ones. Maybe it's just that there are none. No, where does that? Oh, okay. I bet it goes to the burgers and then we tax them. Let's have a look here. Burgers, income. Maybe not. Where does market money go? So London makes all this money, and then we're meant to make our crown power of that money. It's 13%, trade income plus 13%. Money gained from trades when selling goods to markets. Maybe I have it wrong. Maybe you don't make direct money from your markets. Money gained from trades when selling goods to markets. Income is split between the crown and the estates according to their estate power. Yeah, so why is none... Okay, well, I'm not sure how that works, but it will be good for us, not least because if we take a look, the market access, and maybe that hasn't recalculated yet. Yeah, it looks like it hasn't recalculated because it looks like it's still centered on Paris, but let's go a month. I guess market access must change over time, because right now it's showing stuff that's just not coherent for the market center actually being here. But if we go under here, markets, is there no specific market access map mode? It looks like there's not. Yeah, I don't know exactly where the money is going. Because I would have thought there was some income in here from the market. It's not showing up under minting or something, is it? Maybe it is this trade income, but you wouldn't know. It can't be this trade income. Is it other? No, that's just from the Christian Holy site. Well, I still think it's good because this will eventually mean that lots of France gets worse market access, our lands in France get better market access, and our estates are the ones benefiting from the income coming from that. Yeah, so it's saying it should be coming. Maybe it shows up in the individual provinces. So like aims. You are generating some tax base, but not very much. Well, I'm not sure. Anyway, so we'll try and develop Ames as a bit of a city centre, and I am working on trying to build up some industries in Portsmouth and Poole as well. And our market situation has get better over here. Oh, hey, his proximity is going straight through Portsmouth to Poole now, which will improve it. Excellent. To 35, 44 here. And Coventry's getting better. Now we've built that northern road up a little bit. Excellent, excellent. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, lots of it's gone to Nîmes, but some of it is still centered here. And this will look at how bad the market access for a lot of this area is. That's really, really good. It's going to seriously, seriously damage France's ability to get any money out of these provinces because the goods are going to be really struggle to get to market and also struggle to get goods from market. Exquisite, exquisite. Can I see on here what the income is, by the way? Yeah, okay. Kingdom of England is making a trade profit of 13.5 in the London market, allegedly. I don't know. Yeah, there is more showing up here now, but that doesn't seem to reflect all the different stuff going on in the market, so not really sure. Not really sure how to think about that. Still importing all that gold from Prague, which is good. We should probably try and import something from Genoa, because Genoa has banking here, which would help. We're not developing banking yet, apart from a tiny bit from trade ourselves, right? Yeah, it's a little bit of import. So we should try and import something from Genoa, I think. I'll do that. I'm going to experiment with no longer automating trade, seeing if I can do it myself, see if we can get some pop satisfaction from importing food that they need and stuff like that. Although, I'd rather just grow my own food, right? But yeah, I'm going to experiment with trying it out. Okay, I think I'm over the crashing for now, which is good. We are facing some battles here, which I did not prepare for properly. We have no center, which is not ideal. Yeah, ouch. That was a, excuse me, a bit of an unforced error there. But we will be able to turn it around. They have very few men. So this looks like we should be able to win this relatively easily. But we need to do it with minimum damage to our levies so that they can be ready for the war with France. And we want to do it as fast as possible so they can be ready for the war with France as well. Right, finally. So this war is going well. And finally, we have ascended the throne. King John II. He kind of sucks. He's got no heir. He's got no wife. But he has a potential wife. A royal marriage with the Princess of Portugal. Oh, heir to Portugal, you say. 88 military score. I don't know if that matters, but I would love to marry the heir to your kingdom, Portugal. By all means. Which I think will form a marriage union between them and us. Or maybe that only happens when we have a kid together. I think you have a marriage union when your heir and another country's heir are the same. And then that later can become a personal union. But yeah, I mean, that seems really good. I assume they won't take an alliance because we're at war. Yeah. Damn, they would have taken an alliance if we had started this war later, but that was an interesting sound effect. But yeah, so we're going to keep fighting this war. It's going well so far. We've won a big battle against the French. Only one big battle against the French, mostly just against their subjects, but look at that. Numbers solidly in our favor. Seas under the control of our glorious professional navies. It's all coming up us. And we are working on getting the estates happy enough that I can give the clergy a couple more privileges. I'm looking to give them religious administration and advisory council. Religious administration because it gives us some stability, which is nice. And advisory council for the efficiency of cabinet, which will be good. I'm also thinking about putting, once we finish dealing with rebels, one of our councillors permanently on trying to push us more towards centralization. It would be really good if we could get some more crown power. And the proximity cost is also superb. You can see that our control is getting better. we got that tech, which gives us the lower control cost. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. And we have started building our Newcastle port up. We've got the waif here. Unfortunately, I think we're still at, yeah, we're still at negative 6%. But we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Banking is slowly spreading in London. Once we get banking, then we're kind of off to the races, I think. Then we can start getting proper ports, which is going to be glorious. Oh, that was a big victory. That was a very big victory. The game thought we were going to lose. They thought the French cavalry could overpower the longbows of England. What do they know? Read a book. Oh, okay. After much testing, I figured out why the heck Artois is not the dominant country of Picard anymore. And don't worry that it says sometimes that lower ones down in the list are dominant. This is just when you reload a game, it will reset and correctly apply to the top one. And vassals can be the dominant one in a culture. It's just that Artois is freaking English. Because when you make someone a dominion, they get your language. So what we're going to have to do is integrate Artois and then release them again. That's the plan. We'll release them again and they can have like, this land, this land, this land, this land, and this land. That should make them Picard dominant. And then we can get the improved culture stuff. And we'll let them have some inland. We'll let them basically have all the inland Picard stuff. And we'll have the coast. And then we can use them to improve the cultural opinion. I'm so glad I figured that out. That took like an hour. This is part of why I'm doing this series edited. Also, I think I accidentally deleted my other navy. Because we had 40 ships at one point. And now we only have 20. I'm not quite sure how that happened. So we're rebuilding some of the navy. Ooh, we've joined the Castilians in the Second Castilian War. Why? We're on possible defense. And I got auto called in? What? Well, that's annoying. Okay, well, we'll have to win that for them again, I guess. Darn it. Why did that happen? It's weird. Okay. And that right there is what I call a successful war. We will take the whole Norman coast and part of Brittany. We will take our core over here and our core here. Oh, wait. Maybe No, that's fine. Yeah. And we take war reps. And I think that's all we need. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And they are happy to accept it. It uses exactly 100 cost of peace. Wait a minute. Defending against sieges +2. Oh, no, those are positive reasons. Those are the reasons to do it. You don't know why it's under the total cost of peace tooltip. Weird. Anyway, that causes a whole bunch of antagonism, but I think we should be fine because we have basically none again with people that aren't France or France's vassals. So it should all be good. Looks good. We'll take that. War reps. And that might be enough for us to get a PU in the next war. We'll find out, I suppose. We do have 25% less conquest cost for attackers, which is lovely. Boom. Cede all that stuff to England and pay war reps. Boom. Look at that. And yeah, let's just check that antagonism screen. Yep, not a problem. Only France that's peeved about it. Nice. Look at that. Font game, England. Very, very nice indeed. Can we see what portion of France we own, by the way? I don't think we can. We didn't get Castile as a defender of England, even though we helped them in their civil war, did we? No, which is why I'm not helping them in this civil war, but they're winning anyway, fortunately, which is still good for us. Nice. Okay. That's a good win for us. We will gather up these people. We may have some rebellion problems. It's very plausible, but we'll see. Wales and the Pale, by the way, slowly vassalizing, or rather annexing their subjects, which is cool to see. It's a shame that they both have English culture, because that means I can't get acceptance for Irish or Welsh culture. Is there just one Irish culture? Yeah. We need an Irish subject, and we need a Welsh subject, which I think is going to be potentially what we do is we integrate Wales and then we release it again. And hopefully when we release it, because it's majority Welsh, it changes its primary culture. Sorry, I'm being distracted by my the hound. The hound has arrived. Hello, buddy. Cool. Yeah, seems good. So next war, we take more of this coast, basically, probably, and maybe the PU, but we'll see. I have learnt by listening to people on the Discord, the creator Discord, that I do want my great power score to be higher than France's when I PU them. Otherwise, they'll be the senior partner, which is hilarious. But what is they're rank 11 right now. What's our rank? How do I see this? England country menu. I don't know how I see that. Oh, that's right. Hang on. Isn't it just here? Isn't it? We're 25. That's not great. How are they 11? Maybe just from subjects. They've got a lot more from subject. They've got a lot from subjects. High legitimacy. Embraced institutions. Yeah. Well, there's other stuff we can do to hopefully improve our score somewhat. But yeah, more population would be good. Vassalizing Scotland would be a good move. And we might get a PU over Portugal. That would help. But yeah, looking good. We will march the people home and rest for the next war. Now, I have looked at the code for the 100 Years' War. We can get a PUCB. There is a chance, about 7% chance per month, but we have to be at peace with France and not have a truce. And then if that is the case, about a 7% chance per month that we get the PUCB on them. So we'll wait for that next time before we declare. But I think I will end the episode there. It's a little bit difficult for me to know how long this episode's been because I had to record it in a bunch of different chunks. But thank you so very much for watching. It's been a great pleasure to have you with me. Why am I raising levies? That's not what I meant to do. I meant to dismiss levies. Anyway, we'll deal with that in a minute. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.